Doesn't matter if you're the favorite or not the favorite. So Telekom Basketball's going to have a new experience. You know, it's pretty much their first real game here in Singapore. New team, as we mentioned, new coaching staff. So they're still filling each other out. They're not going to be in sync yet. So it's going to be a fight.
So looking at the highlights of Manama and having that great triumph, one of the great triumphs in club history, and you can see some of these very players here today and hoping to build on that achievement, winning in West Asia. And again, they're going to be up against a very good team from Germany, albeit one that has just gotten together. But Manama, you will recognize some of the Bahrain internationals, but you'll also recognize the coach, and there's the captain of this team coming out and leading the way. So
next up, number 0, Yusuf Al-Marbani.
As they come out, you actually played for their coach last year at the Intercontinental Cup. Gabriel gets around, doesn't he? Pantalin Gabriel.
Yeah, he's made his rounds. He's a great coach. People like him, so that's why he's here. You know, for him to do this tournament 2 years in a row, just a testament to his coaching abilities and get the best out of all his teams.
So that was Hassan Mohammed, the captain that led the team out. And I mean, just looking at these guys warming up and looking at the comparative size, there's quite a difference, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Telekom Basketball, a much bigger team. Much physically stronger, taller, but you got to play the game. You know, maybe Manama is going to show the speed out there, the quickness. Maybe they'll have that number on them. We'll see.
In terms of getting a good start, it's imperative, you would think, with Manama coming out and looking to lay the groundwork for a good FIBA Intercontinental Cup. There's Sir Dominic here. He's a big-time player and somebody that's crucial for them. Latavius Williams, we know as well. He's been around. And also coming out, Ali Rashid, the Bahrain international. He's an explosive player. And Thibodeau is going to offer some size and combativeness in that low post. I found them to be quite relaxed in the build-up to this a couple of days ago when I saw them before the game, and maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be relaxed. They're here to have a good time. You know, they're goofing off, dancing around with the pictures. That's how you build team spirit, team chemistry. Maybe they know they're not going to be the favorite, so they're here to have a good time, put on a good show, play some hoop.
Now, highlights here of Bonn's Basketball Champions League season last year. Of course, different faces, but enduring memories. Just an incredible year that Bonn finished off in grand fashion in the Basketball Champions League by winning the Final Four in Malaga and beating Hapoel Jerusalem in that incredible final. Just I'm not sure it could ever get any better than what they experienced last year as a club. And I know their fans probably still on a high from they also reached the German finals, falling ultimately to Ulm, but it was an amazing achievement. And now they're starting over with Christian Singfelder, a whole new list of players coming out, a whole new roster of players. But you know, it's all about chemistry and I guess learning how to play together.
Yeah, even though these players weren't here last year, you still have to take that you are the reigning champions with you. Teams are going to play that much harder when going up against you this season. So they're going to get their best shot every single night. They're going to have to wear that with pride. And Coach Rule Morris is going to get them ready for that. You know, he's a great player himself. As a player, he took that as his coach. He's bringing that with his staff. He'll have them ready to go every night.
And let's don't forget, as we look at Grisel come out and then Savion flag. Let's don't forget Germany is now the country of the FIBA Basketball World Cup winners. And basketball is, well, it's always been on the map there. But I think this takes it to a different level, doesn't it, now that this country has won the title, and a lot of those players that play in Germany obviously in that national team. A lot of guys in the NBA, several players, but several players still in Germany. So this is perhaps coming into this the favorites to win it.
German basketball has been on the rise for years. I think it kind of solidified them on the map. You know, obviously winning the World Cup is huge. There's so many key players to that national team. Obst, maybe the best shooter. A lot of people say the best shooter in Europe, maybe the world, just comes to mind. But the German league is fantastic. You mentioned the success that Bonn had last year to make the finals. Just kind of goes to show where the club is, how they're really improving everything, and they're going to try to repeat.
Yeah, when you're looking for clubs, when you weighed up offers and everything, and you look at like, oh, the team that just won the Basketball Champions League is interested in me, that immediately is going to be an attraction to you, isn't it?
You get a boost in your ego, and then you want to work harder for it. So it goes hand in hand. You know, the past success will probably lead to future success just for that reason. So you want to get that hunger. The guys who are hungry, this is a younger team, a lot of younger guys, newer to Europe, fresh out of college even.
Well, here's Noah Kirkwood, by the way, who young Canada international. We watched him play in the under-19 FIBA Basketball World Cup team that won it.
He's
in
feeling
Cairo
loose as well.
Yeah.
The head coach, Romo.
Benedikt Tudoric came out a little bit out of sequence there, but anyway. I think one of the strengths of Bonn last year, remembering obviously great guard play, but what was really impressive to me was there was no drop-off. It felt like there was no drop-off when they took the starters out and they brought the guys off the bench. Those guys were locked in, especially defensively, and they were physical. And I guess that was kind of the blueprint for success for Bonn.
Yeah, for most teams, you know, if you have a drop-off for the second unit, then the other team's going to be able to take advantage for that. But when you have a strong second unit, even many teams have a better second unit as far as cohesiveness. Maybe not the stars that are going to be starting, but that cohesiveness allows you to press, maybe get some steals, and just kind of juice the game up for the starters to finish.
So there you see Antonio Conde from Spain, Amy Bonner from the USA, and Wael Mostafa from Egypt are going to be the referees for today's game. So also a big opportunity for those officials to be able to come and work at a game like this. And so Al Manama is going to start with Ahmed Haji, Sir Dominic Denzel Pointer, Mustafa Rashid, Traven Thibodeau, and Latavius Williams in their starting five, with Akbar, Ali, Al-Marbati, Al-Tawash, Hamouda, Mohammed, and Rashid coming off the bench for Coach Gabriel. And here he is, and what must be going through his mind right now. I really enjoyed talking to him the other day. He is, you could tell he knows what he's doing. And he's going to be going up against a very talented teams. We talked about Howard Fry in the starting five with Fobbs, Savion Flagg, Sam Grisel, Ike Udonu, who played the Basketball Champions League but with Strasbourg the last couple of seasons. Blunt, Bulic, Kirkwood, Pape, Singfelder, Tudoric, and Watson coming off the bench. And there's Roel Moors. What do you remember about him as a player? Did you know immediately he was going to make that stepping stone to become a coach?
He already was a coach as a player. He was a point guard, so you know they say that's kind of the second coach on the court, but he played like that. He always had guys in the right position, told them what to do when they weren't doing it correctly, and he was a leader. So yeah, he was built to be a coach from day one that I met him.
That's interesting. So not shy about pointing things out to his teammates.
No, absolutely not. He told everybody, if you were wrong, he let you know immediately. I appreciated that.
Yeah. Well, that was your first couple of seasons in basketball,
yeah,
right?
My rookie year, my second year.
Al Manama, FIBA West Asian Super League champion, and 22 domestic championships, including last season. I mean, this is the model team from Bahrain. And let's don't forget that Bahrain won the FIBA pre-Olympic qualifying tournament, so basketball thriving there. I always love doing their games, watching them at the FIBA Asia Cup. Telekom Basketball, meanwhile, Basketball Champions League winners, as we talked about. European teams have won 6 of the last 7 editions of the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, so that in and of itself suggests that this is the team to beat.
Yeah, I think that run kind of had to do with Tenerife and their strength. You know, they've had a great run these past couple of years. The continuity that they have shared has really paid off in that sense. Interesting to see how Bonn's going to prove out this tournament.
Well, you would imagine that every game they would get better and better. They're not going to have Thomas Kennedy available. Unfortunately, he's injured. He's got kind of a inner knee injury somehow. From the GM was telling us.
Yep. We had a nice talk with the GM pre-game, and they were super high on him. He's they're thinking their future. You know, he's got a longer contract here. He's super talented, so they didn't want to rush him back. You know, if he's going to be the future, you want to take your time, make him feel comfortable, get back 110%, not rush anything. So,
and he played for Canada at the AmeriCup. He plays in the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
Canada that just won their first medal.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's big time.
Canada reaching the podium for the first time at the FIBA Basketball World Cup and make it to the Olympics. They'll be one of the favorites, I think. But there's Udono. So Ike Udono came in as a replacement, signed a 3-month deal, could end up staying with the club for the rest of the season. But again, what Bonn lacks in continuity, you can see they've got a lot of experience in that team, a lot of physicality, and it's going to be fun watching both these teams trade blows.
Some excitement in the crowd.
Yeah, some hustle and bustle as fans show up here for the opening game. So 6 teams, and this is going to be the first game. Game day 1 here between Telekom Baskets Bonn and Al Manama. Hello everybody, good afternoon. If you're just joining us, we are in Singapore, the opening day of the FIBA Intercontinental Cup 2023, and coming right out and scoring for Telekom Baskets Bonn is Grisel. So a great start for the Germans. Really impressed watching Grisel's highlights when he played at Nebraska. Really solid player. And early turnover, Udono with the bounce pass, and Grisel comes out and scores his second bucket.
You gotta love that. An open 3 in the corner, but great play design for the first one, then an easy layup, quick 5 points, now you're in the game. All butterflies are gone, he's ready.
Well, he's the rookie and does not look like it. Actually, from the US, but his mother's German. He plays as a German in this team. And it looks like they've got a pretty good addition to their club this season. Thibodeau, his pass batted away. And the pass up to Grisel. And Grisel once again, 6 points in the first minute and 3 seconds. Not bad for the young man. And this is absolutely not what you wanted if you're Al Manama.
No, Al Manama wanted to come out, maybe get lucky with the steal, an open shot, something like that to get the guys in rhythm. Go down 7-0 at the start's tough.
And staying with it, and Williams trying to get the basketball, go back up with it, does not catch it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll remain at this end of the floor. Gabriel, tough start for his team. They need to put the brakes on this run. So Mosti, very explosive guard, inbounds it. And stroking it, number 73, Mustafa Rashid. So good first 2 points. Hopefully that'll settle Al Manama down.
You see they went to zone right away to stop Sam Grisel with the quick 7. But probably going to be a lot of zone today to try to stop Bonn out there.
And a turnover, a chance for team from Bahrain, and they capitalize, hustling down the court. Salman.
That's exactly what I said. Hopefully for a steal, for an easy layup. Okay, now they're feeling good. Drop back in the zone. 7-4. They weather the storm immediately. Maybe they get another stop.
Grisel, boy, I mean, I've already seen enough. This guy he's perhaps going to be the revelation of the season for this Bonn team.
Quick 10, 2 threes in the same spot.
And jumper off target. Flag quickly up to Grisel, who shows his ability to share it. Now they don't score, so they get it back to him. And that is a dodged bullet by Manama. I would have put money on him making that, having seen him knock down some early jumpers.
Coach would have took him out, told him to have a seat. Thank you if he made that one for 13 to start.
He's already mastered the Euro step. Not bad for a guy that's been playing in Nebraska. Grisel going out and forcing the turnover that gets the foul called on Manama. So it's Williams moving screen. Grisel saves it in bounds and hands up, forcing the turnover.
You know, as a coach, they always said one bad pass leads to another bad pass, and that was unfortunate. Grisel was open in the corner, bad pass. He's not able to handle it, tries to save it, then they get in for the turnover.
Here comes Manama putting it up. Hobbs with the rebound. And fouled out on the perimeter. What's Gabriel upset about?
I'm not sure. I thought it was a great possession, actually. They shared the ball. Everybody seemed to touch it. Got a good pull-up jumper. I thought it was a good foul to stop the transition as well. So coaches are never happy.
You just kind of have to take it, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, Grisel left his feet, avoided the travel by passing it, but Udano not able to put it away, but they get it back. Now it's struggling to hold on to the basketball. Three-pointer rims out. That's flag missing. Good strong move down low by Williams, and he gets the foul called on Ike Udano.
Latavius Williams, a veteran in Europe. Great position down there with the seal. Draws the contact, gets to the line. To slow the game down, you probably have to throw it in the post just to try to draw fouls, a little in and out action. It's a great job by Manama.
Where do you think the conditioning is for all these players right here at the start of the season? Do you think that they're still kind of
very poor?
Really?
Yeah, very poor.
I mean, but that's as usually is the case.
Yeah, I think it's to be expected by all coaches. Rule especially knows. Most guys are coming in, you know, fresh off of summer, not trying to work too hard. Most guys use training camp to get in shape, which is unfortunate because if you come into camp in shape, it's a lot easier. You're going to avoid injuries. You see the guys, they're all kind of bent over, breathing pretty hard.
Well, that's why I was asking, because you know, some of the guys have had the luxury of playing for their national teams, and maybe they're going to be in a little bit better shape.
Yep. Also, the long flight, you kind of got to sweat that out. You know, this is the first game, the first day, so maybe that's part to it. Got to get the blood flowing, the sweat out.
Oh, nice pass from Udano down low to Flag.
Big man with the guard skills.
Here he is again. Just makes a smart play. Nice no look. Here's Latavius Williamson. That was a strong move from Williams. Nobody's going to block that. Well, Manama's hanging around right now. They're looking pretty decent, and Bonn had that early momentum.
The grease will show to start. But Latavius Williams, back-to-back post-ups, draws the foul, gets the sweeping hook, which was beautiful.
Oh, how about that? Nice shot for Bonn's number 11, Brian Fobbs. There's Sir Dominic, puts it on the deck, bounce pass, and Thibodeau has it knocked away. Nevertheless, the three-pointer and stays out. So again, Bonn bring it up the floor, up by 8 points here. This first game of the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. This competition that dates all the way back to 1965. And that three-pointer no good, but Grisel with the rebound. Hand in the face of Flag, and he missed it. And now a little sloppy by Bonn, turning it over. Here's Sir Dominic, goes down, and Fred knocks it out. Now Grisel. Into the corner. They're passing it. Fred from three. Oh, rims out. Foul out on the perimeter before the shot. So this will be the first of 2 games. G League Ignite playing tonight against Al Ali, who won the last basketball Africa League. And after a shaky start, Manama have kind of settled down. And again, I think it's that conditioning issue that's kind of affecting both teams right now.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy, maybe too much passing, too much in-close passing. Everybody wants to be unselfish. They're early, new players. You want your teammates to like you. You got to make the correct play. You know, don't overpass. Shoot when you're open. But as you mentioned, Manama kind of weathered the storm. Got out, got a couple fast breaks, which I thought was great. Let's listen into the coach.
Here. And this set the screen for someone. Okay? After this screen, boom, you screen on this side. You see you have a place to cut after.
Alright, good job. But now, let's get back to the game.
Wait for the pass. You have nothing running high. Guys, use your fouls. After we score, we go to the guys, box out. Do it. After the basket, guys, box out. We need rebound. You catch the basket. Let's go. We have defense on 3, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
So these 2 teams also, they're in Group B with Zhejiang Golden Bulls. And in the other group, it'll be Ceci Franca Basket, the Basketball Champions League Americas winners, along with the Ignite and Al Ali. Oh boy, they get an open look, and Sir Dominic with the alley-oop.
Coach Gabriel with the great play call right there, the ATO with the alley-oop. Sir Dominic Pointer. What a name.
Well, it is. What a name and what a play. You know, coming out of a timeout, when you get a bucket like that, that's only going to build your confidence. Grisel from downtown. Another one. Oh, my goodness.
Let's pay a little more attention to him. We know he's already got 13 quick ones. You would think we'd probably be playing face-to-face.
Oh, wow, look at that. Latavius coming to life. Yeah, 3 3-pointers for Grisel. Here he is again, and they left him open. That is his 4th 3-pointer. Are you kidding me? So 14 points for Grisel. He is as hot as a firecracker. Sir Dominic Pointer, though, quickly, and now on the counter, Going the other way, Grisel, you were joking. He gets open, and that would have brought the house down. Ball goes out of bounds. I think he's disappointed he didn't knock it down. And Grisel's going to sit down. Noah Kirkwood is going to check into the game.
Deserves a round of applause right there. I think on the scoreboard they have him for 16. So
Yes.
4 threes and the 2 layups.
There's a little bit of a disparity
Yeah.
in the official scoring, so I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, so that graphic saying 14 points. Here's Kirkwood into the game and fumbles away. He's got to push it quickly.
Pass.
Oh, he does get it up just in time. Singfelter, good shooter, but misses.
Tell you what, Manama is really scrappy out there. I like it. They're playing hard, getting some steals, hands on the ball. Might have to go back to Latavius Williams down low. That's kind of been their best play.
Well, how about that? Hamoud coming out and stroking it. One of those Bahrain internationals. And cuts it back to a 7-point deficit. Watson bounce pass on nice sharing of the basketball. And Pape making the layup.
Quick 2-for-1 opportunity here if they recognize it. I don't think they do.
Well, they get the layup. Williams, so about 2.5 second difference on the game clock and the shot clock. So assuming Bonn will try to take it down to about 8 seconds on the game clock before they make their move. They're going to take it even further. Nope, that's right, 8 seconds. Here's a 3. Oh boy, that is execution from Glenn Watson to perfection. The 3-point shot has been huge. And that got off in just in the nick of time, and it grazed the net. Sir Dominic, an unfortunate blow right there at the end for Manama. And Telekom Baskets Bonn, on the strength of their 3-point shooting, especially from Grisel, lead it 26-14.
All right, how's everybody feeling?
Well, Mike, yeah, just some great shooting from Bonn, especially Grisel.
Yeah, he's got 4 himself. It's unfortunate if you're Manama that you give up a walk-up 3 at the end of the quarter. You know, nobody's guarding it, not paying enough attention right there. That one hurts. To go down 7 after that timeout is doable, but
you can see how active Grisel was here at the beginning. So he opened up a wide-open 3. He sees the ball go through the basket. Then he gets out on the break and scores. Solomon finally scores, and Latavius Williams gets involved, and Sir Dominic pointer as well. But Grisel just, I mean, that time they did have a hand in the face, and he still knocked it down. He was about a meter behind the arc.
Yeah, he already had it going at that point. So as a shooter, anytime you get the ball, you're thinking shoot at that point, and he's just catching and firing.
Well, Hamuda came in as well and knocked down a 3, but this is the Watson bounce pass and the layup. Again, Williams is going to catch this, and it's been an impressive start for Williams offensively. He's gotten it going, but I guess defensively, they're asking some questions here of you. They've scored 26 points. They need to tighten things up at that end. Opening game of the FIBA Intercontinental Cup 2023 in Singapore. And both these teams kind of dusting off the cobwebs here.
Oh, we got a shoe off. Uh-oh.
Wow, look at that. You definitely know it's like early in the season when that happens.
Didn't get the right rhythm for tying the shoe. Double loop, single loop.
Now, he just came into the game as well. This shouldn't happen. So that was Altawash, who maybe needs to wear an extra pair of socks on that right foot. He's going to tighten it up a little bit. He's shaking his head. Rule Moore's. Oh, look at this. They're going to get a little bit of defense right at the end, preventing the layup. And Gabriel liking the effort.
Got lucky. Gave up the terrible position. You always got to be between the ball and the man. Gave up the pass right underneath the hoop, but luckily gets the block.
Well, there's some elevation from the penetration. So Dominic.
Great hang time right there.
Wow. And again, Manama building some confidence here. That three-pointer is going to be off, and it's going to go out of bounds and back to Manama. Look at Sir Dominic.
I'd like to see more of that from him. Be a little more aggressive to attack the rim. He's got the athleticism. Let's see it again.
Oh, nice footwork. And Watson going the other way. Oh, and an unsportsmanlike foul. Not playing the ball, just a grab.
You lose a shoe and you get the unsportsmanlike. It's a tough minute for all to watch.
Conde, one of the most experienced referees in international basketball. So Watson makes the first. Yeah, you just can't commit those unsportsmanlikes. Of course, you get two unsportsmanlikes or one unsportsmanlike and a technical, you're done. It's an early shower. So, unfortunate sequence, and with the unsportsmanlike, you also keep possession. So it could be a 5-point trip down the floor for Bonn.
Let's see if they learn from the mistake with the defensive positioning here. Yep, force the ball up top.
Sengfelter puts it on the deck, a little bit of contact, and a kicked ball is the ruling. So it goes back over to Manama. Look at this. And he just kind of lost his footing, didn't he?
Probably should have just caught and passed, trying to dribble too much. That's what happens when you're not doing the correct play. I'm sure Coach Moore's feeling the same.
Good solid rebound there from, and a quick miss. Frey back in the game. Here's Kirkwood. Another rebound.
This is where the size is coming into play. A couple offensive rebounds by Bonn.
By Turudic, yeah. Turudic had 3 rebounds there in the space of about 15 seconds. So again, 2 minutes here into the second quarter, and Manama trying to keep this thing close. Muda spins. Amir goes up, gets blocked. Good job by Sengfelder.
Good
German
defense
international. There. Yep. Ooh, Watson almost stepped out of bounds and gets it. Oh, Turudic gets swatted big time by Sir Dominic. No, sir.
There's the athleticism that we're talking about with the hang time layup. Now the big rejection sends it all the way to half court. I always love that. If they're going to block it and it goes out, just send it far. Let them know.
Turidich was trying to say, hey, that ball was already off the glass or it was on the way down, and that looked like it was a great block. Nice handoff. Singfelter flies in from the right and throws it down with two hands. Pressure in the backcourt, trying to force a turnover. Back to a 12-point advantage.
Here we are, Latavius Williams in the post again. It's not looking to take it on this time, but that seemed to be their best play in the first quarter.
Fade, no good. Turidich, another rebound. Watson in the open court and fouled at mid-court. Look at this. Good shooter, but also some hops from Singfelter. Singfelter
Set up beautifully right there by Frey. You know, gets the penetration. Defense collapses. Singfelter with a nice cut.
Kirkwood trying to use his size. Here comes the captain. And Manama. Oh, that pass. Turnovers are toxic. Harold Frey picks it up. A little bit slow to pass it. Now Watson has it up top. Oh boy, Watson. Some shaking and baking, but misses. And Turidich just keeps getting rebounds. Kirkwood open and still doesn't drop for him.
You know, as a shooter, if you get that two times in a row at the same spot and you miss them both, then you're really thinking about that coming down the floor the next couple times. Hopefully he's able to shake that off and knock the next one down.
Oh boy, Turidich now gets his first block of the game.
Redemption.
A little bit of rim protection, yep. Again, a look at him getting up and not in my house. Mosti able to get it in bounds to the captain, Hassan Mohammed. Thibodeau, and not the shot they wanted, but he had to put it up with the shot clock about to expire. Frey, the pass goes out of bounds, and it goes back over to Manama. I guess, you know, compared to the FIBA Intercontinental Cup that you played in last year with Monastir, this is a different vibe because it's not do or die today, is it?
I really do like the 6 teams a lot better than the 4. When I played, it was 4. So like you said, do or die first game. This is, you know, the 2 pools of 3. You get the 2 games, and then you're going to get that classification game. Gives you kind of a warm-up. You know, you can still win a game and then still advance onto that. So, you know, first game, first day, a lot of jitters. Looks like a lot of guys aren't in great shape yet. We've seen a lot of end of shot clock.
Like this right here, Frey puts it up. I mean, at the end of the day, you're on the back foot if you lose that opening game. But you still have a chance. The ball goes out of bounds. That'll be Manama's basketball.
You're right. You are on the back foot if you do lose that first game. At least you're going to get 2 more after that. You're going to have a better time, a longer stay, a day off in between one of those games.
So both of these teams will play the team from China, Zhejiang Golden Bulls, and could end up with a 3-way tie. All 3 teams with 1-on-1 records, and then it goes down to goal differential, and so you just have to wait and see. So whatever happens, even if Manama don't come back and win this game, they want to keep this score, that margin within reach. But obviously, it's far too early to be talking about that right now.
Yeah, so that's another thing. So when I played back in February, we lost the first game, and it didn't matter so much the points. We just lost. But here, if you're losing, even in the 4th quarter, you got to get the points close as possible. So it's going to be all 40 minutes, no matter what.
Oh, good rebound, Thibodeau off the missed 3 from Rashid. And that was Hassan Mohammed backing his way down low and missing. Flag back in the game, hands it off to Kirkwood. There's Kirkwood again, goes behind the back, steps back and misses. Just hasn't got his shooting rhythm yet.
Great move right there.
Mohammed from deep, good box out. Frey quickly into the corner. Grisel wasn't ready, gets it to Sinkfelder. I mean, those two guys could have a shootout, and I'm not sure who's going to win. That's a good sharing of the basketball from Grisel, and Sinkfelder knocks it down, and now he is well and truly into it. So timeout by Manama, and they're now facing their biggest deficit of the game, 15 points.
Coach Gabriel's going to get on them pretty tough right now, I imagine. Down 15 with the possibility with this getting out of hand right before the end of the half. You want to drop a nice ATO, get his defensive stop, and then get another bucket to get back into this.
That's it. Like, you get beat.
Okay, let's
we
listen
help,
in.
They shoot. We get beat. They help. We shoot. They shoot that bitch every fucking time. Stop getting beat. Take some pride. Stop getting fucking beat. One dribble. Can't help you.
Okay. One-on-one situation, first problem. Keep the players in front of you. Second, close out and contest the shot. We make shots. Third, offensive. We take quick shots. We can't take quick shots. Okay. First play we run is two. Run your two until the end, until the head of situation. And slip after the red. If we have nothing, support the pass here to pass inside. Hey, how many fouls we have? We have 2 fouls to give ball.
Well, we were right that somebody was going to get onto the players, but it wasn't the coach, it was Sir Dom.
You appreciate that. You know, he was right. Keep your players in front of you. If you keep getting beat, then everybody has to rotate, giving up easy lanes. That's how Sinkfelder got the dunk. Easy shots. Got to play strong man-to-man defense to be able to stay in this game and get back into it now, down 15.
And since that spurt from Latavius Williams, you can see he's still only got 5 points. And maybe that's the player they need to really try to get involved on offense. Here's Sir Dom. Oh, and the ball goes, oh, that was close. Grisel got his hand in there, but the ball is turned over. And turning it over right out of a timeout is not good.
Especially after you got on your teammates like that.
So final 3.5 minutes. Can this Manama team back down the hatches and prevent this from getting out of hand? Boy, that was a nice drive by Frey.
Great use of the body with the wide right-hand scoop layup.
And Sir Dom drives in and gets the contact from Kirkwood, so he gets to the line.
He might have hurt us. Talking about the last loose ball out of bounds, but here he's able to get the contact, get to the line. Beautiful drive by Frey right there.
Frey shows the way. Rule was he a lefty as well?
No.
He wasn't. He was all right. Okay.
Right. Had to jog my memory right there.
I was about to say, that's a good memory. I mean, that was a while ago since you guys played. Here's Sir Dom going to the line, making the first. Yeah, it is unfortunate for Manama because, I mean, this thing was like a 10-point game not long ago, and it's just kind of gotten away from them here late. So if they can go on a little run.
Yeah, I think the goal is to cut it to 10 at half. That's a great marker. Got to get a stop on the defensive end. They have been pressuring the ball very well. I'll give them that. Created some turnovers. Frey, for the most part, has handled it well, but the other guys turned it over a little bit.
Oh, boy, that is a blow from Manama. Frey, excellent. Excellent work. He's complaining about the contact, but I think that's. And that Sir Dom's getting a little bit hot with the defense from flag there.
All players getting on the referees. It's getting heated.
18 points different right now. A little more, you know, he wants to deliver the hammer blow, and they might just do it after the missed three from Rashid. Well, the three-point shot has been huge. And the ball kicked out of bounds. So Bonn seems like they've made more than 7 threes, to be honest. So the majority of their threes made 6 in the first quarter.
Resell with the quick 4.
And that is another 3.
Right on cue.
Actually, I think they might have 9. The official scoring is a little bit behind. 41-20, and really, this thing is definitely getting out of hand.
Quick.
Yeah.
It was just 10. Got up to 15 before the timeout. They missed a couple easy bunnies like that layup right there. Bonn has been attacking.
That has been knocked away, and good hustle by Sudam. 16 on the shot clock.
Yep. Frey, I think he's coming out. Looks like he needs a blow. Early preseason.
He's definitely played well since coming back into the game.
Been great. Handled the pressure, like I said. Hits that 3. Really kind of led the team well. You know, a couple nice drives, split the pick and roll. Sees Udano on the pick and roll. I like his leadership out there.
And Frey comes from Norway. And a nice drive into basket is good from Pap. So Pape gets nice pump fake, goes past Sodam. Thibodeau comes over, doesn't matter. He just drives in and scores.
It's a high skill from a big man. Right foot, right hand floater in traffic and 1. You don't see that all that often. Pape coming off 11.5 points last year from Göttingen, so he's skilled. He can really score the ball, and he's showing it right there. It's funny, you get a bucket, now he's super active on the defensive end, in a stance, arms in the passing lane.
He knows everybody's watching.
Yep.
Well, they have to hurry up a bad shot.
Another one.
Bob spins, turns, gets in, back outside. Flag from the left corner. Oh boy, this thing has really gotten ugly from Manama. 27-point lead for Bonn.
Manama can't seem to get a stop. Taking bad shots, a couple bricks in a row, some at the end of the shot clock. Struggling with Bonn's defense here. Good pass.
Bob's from the right corner. Quickly, they might get a bunny here. And, oh boy, missed another layup. Solomon this time. And the shooter's roll for Glenn Watson. Can you believe it? The lead is ballooned to 50-20, and finally Serdam goes down for the dunk. But 28 points, the difference. Final seconds ticking off the clock. And this will just add insult if they knock this one down. Bob's high arcing 3, and Thibodeau got his hand in the face, but it went from being very competitive to a blowout here over the final few minutes.
I think it was a 15-0 run. It was 35-20. So we're talking about cutting it to 10.
50-22, Telekom Baskets Bonn on top of Al Manama at halftime. So 11 threes, 10 more three-pointers. Surprising Manama hasn't been able to get anything going from deep.
1 for 10. no matter what game you're playing, you're going to lose if you're 1 for 10 from 3. You're only shooting 10. You only make 1. That's a
disaster.
Rough day.
And then you add some missed layups in there. Top scorers, Grisel had that fantastic start for Bonn, put them on the way. He's got 14, 8 for Watson, 6 for Fobbs. Sodam has 10 points for Manama.
Christian, up by 28 at halftime. Before the game, your coach was telling us that you had to focus on your energy level. How good of a job do you think you guys did?
I think we've done a pretty good job coming out with a lot of intensity and energy. I think we moved the ball extremely well on offense, creating a lot of open shots, and defensively, I think we're pretty solid right now.
Sam has been huge for you early in the game with 16 points. What did you give the rookie for breakfast this morning?
Just a regular hotel breakfast, but I think he's feeding off the energy and what he's been doing in practice right now too.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half.
Well, here's a look back at the highlights, and Grisel, and that was a great question. What did he have for breakfast? And I don't really believe that answer, just a normal hotel breakfast, because I can tell you, folks, they've got a nice breakfast at the hotel. He has many options.
It is elite. Breakfast from all over the world, all different caters. The coffee is strong here, I will say that. So maybe that's it. He's a little juiced.
Yeah, he just had a terrific start, and surprised. You know, I was a little bit surprised that Manama were able to like put the brakes on that at the beginning, and they were competitive for, you know, with about 5 minutes to go. You're like, okay, they're right in it, 10 points, and then just things got completely out of hand over the last 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, I was happy about that too, because it was a good game. You know, they had the opportunity, as we see Sir Dom right there, you know, he got a little aggressive, make a couple more plays. They could have got it to 10. We had a ball game. Instead, it went the other way, 15-0 run for Bonn, and that's it.
So Frey came in and played well, and Bonn, this is the two-handed jam from Singfelder, outscored Manama 24-6 in the second quarter. 24-6. And just really perhaps more of this to come from Bonn. You know, I would assume they're going to get better as this tournament goes on. So 50-22, Telekom Baskets Bonn on top of Manama at halftime. Telekom Baskets Bonn on top of Al Manama 50-22 here on game day one, the opening game of the FIBA Intercontinental Cup 2023. And I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Michael Roll. And Michael, it's, I think, probably, I wouldn't say it's gone it just as we expected overall, but I guess Bonn kind of flexed their muscle over the last 5 minutes. How do you explain, they're just working better on offense, getting better shots, better looks from three-point range?
I think they kind of found their continuity. They had some really nice plays. All 5 guys out there shared the ball. Frey with a couple of the split pick and rolls, able to get a couple open threes. Really, Manama just kind of showed their true colors. You know, a little bit too short out there, gave up some offensive rebounds, weren't able to convert. Shoot 1 for 10 from 3. Doesn't matter who you're playing or what's going on. 1 for 10 is just not going to get it done. Yeah,
you compare the 1 for 3 to the shooting from Telekom Baskets Bonn, 11 of 26, and especially the play of. So we look at Serdam here from Manama. He was very heated in the timeout. But it's almost like the damage had already been done. But you can see his numbers. Serdam has come out 4-7 inside the arc. He's got 10 points. And here he was on that impressive drive, the hang time. And at that point, we were thinking, okay, maybe something's going to happen here with Manama. They're going to keep this thing close.
We were hopeful. It was at 15. We were talking about them cutting it to 10. That was their goal to get to halftime. The wheels fell off after that.
Yeah, I mean that says it all. You know, thinking they actually had a chance to get it to 10, and to be down 50-22 just goes to show how tough it's been for these guys. So. We're going to go down and listen to an interview now here before the second half. Okay, we're going to have the interview now with Pantel and Gabriel.
Coach, trailing by 28 at halftime, what was your message in the locker room?
I mean, we need to be more competitive. We know they are bigger, they are stronger, but we need to be more competitive and follow the game plan, which we don't until now.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half.
Well, down 28. I mean, it's pretty grim, and I guess you're thinking about just playing better at this stage.
At this point, you just want to play for your pride, you know, not to get embarrassed. Realistically, you're not going to come back, but if you can cut it to 15, then okay, you did a great job.
But try to lock down on defense and prevent this Bonn team from having a fast start, as they did in the game with Grisel coming back into the game.
Manama had some nice flashes in there. They got a couple steals, a couple of fast break layups. They did have one fast break missed layup, so if they can convert those, you know, Maybe try to get a couple more steals, drop back into the zone, maybe change it up a little bit. At this point, you're willing to try anything.
But if you're Bonn, how do you must be feeling pretty good about yourselves right now.
Absolutely, and this is so early that now you're just working on yourself. You're trying to get in great shape, trying to get in continuity with your teammates, run the correct plays, to find the spots, kind of learn everyone out there since it's a new team.
So 50-22, Telekom Baskets Bonn on top of Manama, and it's going to be Manama opening the second half here with the possession, now attacking the basket to the left on your screen. Manama wearing the blue, the red trim. Here's Serdam. Gets to the paint and is fouled by Frey. So that's a good start for Manama.
You like to see that because he was the one who was vocal in the timeout. He was talking about taking pride, so here it is. Nice drive, puts the shoulder in, gets the contact. At this point, you have nothing to lose. You might as well be a little bit more aggressive, kind of call your own number, get in the lane, keep trying to do that.
And that's when you know it's not going well for your team, when you do get to the line and you miss both free throws. Yep. So that'll be frustrating.
It's unfortunate.
Frey pass down low. Yep. Udano misses but gets to the line. Seeing some good stuff from Frey, that's for sure.
Yeah, I really like him out there. Very, very calm and cool under the pressure with a nice hang time pass there.
They're not short of left-handed shooters in this team. Udano goes to the line, although he can shoot with both hands.
Yeah, we heard that story. He broke one of his wrists. I got to find out which one. Started to play immediately and shoot with the other one. So he's ambidextrous out there.
I guess if they're not falling for you with one hand, just switch to the other.
Mismatch down low.
Thibodeau backing his way down and call for the foul, trying to take advantage of his size on Frey. But I guess he kind of lowered his shoulder here. A little bit too much. So good D from Frey. Flag from deep. And look at that. Rebound and pass out to the perimeter. Frey for three. That looks good. It is.
Serdam rushing right there, trying to be a little bit too much. Gets in traffic in the air. It's a bad turnover.
Is that a case of leaving your feet without knowing where you're going to pass the basketball?
Yeah, trying to make something happen out of nothing. You're upset, you know, you just gave up a three-pointer. You got to run something to get at least your other guys set up, not just kind of make something from nothing.
Frey whips it over, wide open flag. You can knock that down, another three-pointer. And Telekom Baskets Bonn are rolling.
Unselfish. Great extra pass by Frey there. True point guard.
And that turnaround on the baseline, no good from Thibodeau. Ooh. And you would not want to step in front of Fobbs in that situation.
It's a big truck coming at you.
Look at that, the no-look pass to Flag, and he's one of the players that's been knocking him down today. It's his second three-pointer, 2 of 4 from deep. 6 different players for this Telekom basketball team have hit 3-pointers.
And only 4 players from Manama have even scored. How about that?
Yeah, that's not good. 5 of those 6 3-point shooters have made multiple threes for Bonn. Ball turns over, Thibodeau picks it up, and that's early in the season turnover, I think. And the body language not great right now for Manama. A little bit of frustration, you're getting beat, and then you have a turnover like that. Oh, look at that.
Second time Bonn has done this in the out-of-bounds play.
Yeah, throwing it all the way under the basket to Grisel.
That's well coached. Coach Rumor is telling everybody to check this option. I'm sure he drills this. Anytime the defense is not looking, you have the possibility of a layup right underneath.
Grisel gets 2 free throws. Bonn had that incredible season last year, and you know, made it all the way to the final. Not only did they win the Basketball Champions League, but made it to the final in Germany before falling to Ulm. But you know, showing some pretty good signs here that they're going to be a good team. Obviously, the competition is going to get a little stiffer in this FIBA Intercontinental Cup. But what would it mean for them to come out and win this competition? That would be huge for Bonn. There's a drive and the foul called. I remember watching last year thinking with Tenerife, you know, they're still in the running for the Copa del Rey. They're still in the running for Spanish Liga Endesa, although they wouldn't be favorites to win that. They've already got the Intercontinental Cup. They're still in the running for the Basketball Champions League. You know, just kind of takes the pressure off of you a little bit, doesn't it, as a club, if you get a trophy?
Yeah, you know, from a player's perspective, you're thinking the management is already happy with the season. If you get one, then maybe you could steal another one in there. Then the management is thrilled. No pressure at all, and you're just playing now for fun, even more so than you were before. And then at that point, it could be a dream season. You know, trophies are very hard to come by as a player. You take every opportunity very serious. You're going to remember it forever. Even though this is preseason, this is really fun. These guys are going to love being in Singapore. It's a memory that will stand out.
And you like this, you like it better at this point of the season, at the beginning, rather than in mid-season when you've already got kind of a complicated calendar.
Yeah, the calendar, that's definitely part of it. You know, extra travel in February is not what you want to be doing. You're already pretty tired, a little bit banged up from all the games you've played. Usually have just played your cup.
Ooh, looked like Frey got hit there, no call. Thibodeau goes up for the dunk, and Frey is not getting up, and he's looking, where's the whistle? The rest just didn't see it, I think, and Rule Moore is also asking, watch this. Well, Serdam again, he gets a lot. Well, I don't know, actually. It looked like he got a lot of ball there.
Maybe a good acting job by Frey.
I was about to say, yeah.
Trying to sell the turnover.
It's a good thing I'm not the ref. I would have called it. I mean, if they were to go and review that, you players.
I mean, at this point, if you're a referee, you're probably going to hold the whistle a little bit more.
I mean, the thing is, so they'll go back and they'll review this game. And they'll be like, okay, the next time Frey goes to...
Yeah. You kind of shoot yourself in the foot when you do act like that, because as you mentioned, you know, they're going to review the tape. If they know you're an excellent flopper, you're going to get less calls.
And it's not to suggest that he's a flopper, but it certainly looked like on that occasion.
Yeah.
I just assumed he had been hit in the face, but didn't seem like it on the replay. 60-26. Bonn still in command here. Pass around to the perimeter, and the jump shot, no good. Grisel likes to get quickly into transition if possible.
Shooter's always looking for that open three.
three-pointer. Was that a 3 or a 2? No, that was a 2, excuse me. Watson having a nice game. 62-26, another timeout. Telekom baskets Bonn, it's all going their way. So tomorrow, Manama has to come back out and play Zhejiang Golden Bulls. So they're not going to have much time to, I guess they would probably rather play the next day. But maybe if you want to get this out of your system, you want to come right back out and play.
Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. I mean, the Golden Bulls are a good team too.
So let's go down to the bench and see if we can hear the coach. Well, I'm not sure that we are going to hear him. Look at that, 20 bench points. I mean, various stats. They're losing this game, and that's just one of them. And we knew that was going to be a difference. Not much drop off when you brought guys from the bench, if any at all. Bonn 12 points off turnovers they've scored. Curiously, the one area where they're not winning is points in the paint. Or Manama has 16-14 for Bonn. But yeah, the bench scoring has been huge, the difference.
That's pretty surprising to me. I know Bonn is making threes, but only 14 in the paint. Sir Dom with the driving for Manama.
Well, at least you can value, well, let's get it inside. Tavis on the bench. Maybe they can get Hamoud in more involved. Anyway, here's another attempt in the paint.
They resorted to the guard post up, so they're trying anything at this point.
Oh, nice drive. Oh, and Sardam coming over for the swat, but they keep it. Flag. Oh boy, his third three-pointer of the game. One-way traffic, and another basket off the turnover. Sardam earns another trip to the free throw line. So Pape coming back into the game for Flag, who's certainly been good. So yeah, this Bonn team is going to have the benefit of, they will go on without a doubt. At this stage, you look at the score, they're going to win this game, and then they'll have the luxury of coming out and watching Zhejiang play. And it's a very promising start for them in this competition.
Yeah, they definitely have to be happy with this. Can kind of have a lighter day tomorrow, maybe a lift, a light practice, get to scout the competition. I'm sure they don't have too much tape on the team from China. So they'll be fresh, they'll be ready to go. Chinese team will be on a back-to-back, always tough.
Giselle, nowhere to go, passes it back out of trouble. Here's Kirkwood. I know that Bonn expecting a lot of things from Kirkwood, and a nice bounce pass to Udano. Thibodeau lets it fly again. Doesn't seem like that's the shot that they want to get. Watson.
Bonn is really offensive rebounding. If you're Manama, even though you're undersized, you gotta, all five gotta rebound. You gotta block your man out. Bonn's just got,
good try. You talk about the offensive rebounding. 12 offensive rebounds out of their 33. Now 13 offensive rebounds, in fact, out of their 34 rebounds.
and some of them are multiple on one possession.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're getting 2-3 offensive rebounds, very high percentage chance to get a bucket that time down.
And so if you're Manama, it really is a case of right now, well, you're just kind of looking forward probably to the end of this one, regroup. What will they do after a game like this? Do you think they'll go back and watch the game together, or will they just be like, listen, guys, let's just forget it and try to come back and play better basketball tomorrow against Beijing?
Yeah, I know Coach Gabriel is definitely going to make them watch this film. You can't just dismiss it. You know, it's a lot to be learned. Pride, slow the game down, no easy turnovers. If you could just, you're not going to win the game, most likely, but if you can cut down on the things that are controllable, maybe it's a 20-point game and not 42.
So Dom gets it back, puts it up. Oh boy, that was an opportunity for a big trip down the floor, but he doesn't make it, so he's got to settle for the 2 free throws.
Showing the hang time again, though.
Also, you can see he's visibly frustrated. Pepe with his foul. First foul of the game.
Frustrated he's not making his free throws. Knocks that one in. When you're frustrated at everything, you're just trying to grit it. You know, get in there, get in there. Just got to calm down, take your time. Knock 2 in there, so just looking to get a steal here. I like the full court pressure. Nice change. They haven't done that much. Maybe they're going to be able to match up on the man-to-man down here.
There's Kirkwood, steps back and finally shows that skill he's got. He is a good player.
I'll tell you what, I was thinking that was Manama's best defensive possession too. Full court press, back to a matchup. They stayed in front, but Kirkwood just shows the skill step back 3.
Ooh, Thibodeau, some contact, and Serdam gets another bucket.
It's the only thing going for them.
There's Kirkwood again, passes to the corner. Grisel, will it be another 3? And good job, the team from Bahrain, Manama getting the basketball. So it's quite a tough act to follow for Rule Moors, isn't it? Coming in, taking over a team that had such a great season.
It is tough, but I think in talking with the GM before the game, you know, he understands the position they're in. Everybody's new coaching staff. So there's not all that much pressure. You know, obviously they won the BCL last year, but he's very understanding of the situation. It takes time. Everybody has to get on the same page. It's going to take months for them to get in true rhythm.
I mean, it's not entirely uncommon for teams to have major rebuilds, especially if you're successful like Bonn, because everybody wants their players, everybody wants their coach, you know, and that's been the case. Here's Grisel, and another 3-pointer. He goes to 21 points. You know, the way he started, the way he's continuing to shoot the basketball right now, probably going to get the MVP of this game.
Yeah, I would think so. 5 for 8 from 3, a couple steals. He's had some nice rebounds too. He's a big guard.
He really handles it well, doesn't he? He's intriguing. He's kind of one of these guys that I think was flying under the radar coming out of college.
Well, a 5th-year player, you know, finished at Nebraska. It's a big school. He's built. He can really shoot it. There's not many guys his size that can shoot like he can, so he's got a big career ahead of him.
It's kind of, I mean, but they've got some similar, you know, they've got good size in this team. Singfelter similarly can shoot the 3. He can drive. We saw him with the 2-handed dunk. Here he is driving down low. He misses. Noah Kirkwood, another, you know, pretty big guy that handles it well. Shoots it well. Here's Grissel again. Well, why not? He's just making the decision easy. I'm just going to be the MVP today, guys. Do you mind?
Now he's showing off with the hang time left through the lane.
To me, he has noticeably like passed up some shots to get other teammates, and in the end, the ball finds him and he knocks it down.
Yep.
What a game for Grissel.
And now he's picking up full court defensively. It's amazing as a shooter when you see him go in, your whole game gets better. Your defense, your rebounding. Shouldn't be that way, but that's how it is.
So you're Bonn, and you're thinking, gosh, we lost all our players from last season. But if they're watching this game, they have to be thinking, wow, Grissel's good, isn't he? I'm going to go watch him play this weekend. Here's Kirkwood. Here's Grissel. Okay, the ball finds him, and he knocks down another three. What can you say? Unbelievable start for Grissel to his Bonn career.
I can't wait to see him next game, as the scouting report will be out. Probably won't have such open threes. We'll see how he handles that. He gets my vote for the MVP.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell everybody. He gets my vote. He gets Mike's vote.
Pretty easy decision.
There's Pape going up, and so with still considerable amount of time to go, would not be surprised if Telekom Baskets Bonn reached the century mark, especially the way they're rebounding. And again, since Manama went off the rails midway through the second or late in the second quarter, they just have not been able to get back on at all.
Well, they're up to 30 points already for the third quarter. Maybe get 33 if he makes this free throw. Chance at 34. The shoulder shimmy on the free throw.
Have you ever seen that? The shoulder shimmy? Do you think he just incorporated that since it's a big lead, or do you think he always does that?
I hope not, because the basketball gods don't like when you change it. So you got to keep it the same, keep your routine. So I'm hoping that's part of it.
Well, there's going to be some exciting teams. We're going to be watching play in this, the Ignite. I mean, they're going to be fantastic to watch.
Really excited for that. Couple top 5 picks potentially for next season in the NBA. The talent is oozing out there. We'll see how they handle that European style of basketball, how many travel calls they get, the little bit of rule change. They've never experienced that.
And they admit that. And also speaking of the lineup in the Basketball Champions League, I mean, Bonn's kind of like letting everybody else, you know, last year they snuck up on some people. But if they come out and they do go on and win this, and again, that's if. Still a lot of work to do. Well, that's going to serve nerves. Look at Watson. I mean, how many guys are going to knock down the threes today? I mean, Watson now multiple threes as well.
2 quarter buzzer beaters.
He's 3 of 5 from deep, 6 of 9 for Grissel, 3 of 5 from Savion Flagg, 2 of 5 for Fobbs Frey, 2 of 5. It's all working for Telekom Baskets Bonn. They are rolling, 84-33. 17 of 36 from deep.
This is better than morning shoot around.
And it hasn't gotten any better for Al Manama.
No, they only took 3 that quarter, missed all of them. I would like to see a few more, even if they're a little bit contested at this point. Just get them up.
So Grissel with 26 points. Really the outstanding player today, but also because the way he kind of started the game, he really kind of created some separation. But it's been a good effort all the way around for this Telekom Baskets Bonn team. Flagg has been excellent. Savion Flagg, 11 points, 6 rebounds. Yeah, but Grissel, I mean, what can you say? Double-double, 10 rebounds. He's got 3 steals. I mean, his efficiency is plus 37. That is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
I mean, he could go plus 40 if he stays in the game.
I'm curious to see if Coach Moores is going to put in the two young guys, Blunt, Gulich, maybe give them some time here in the fourth quarter.
There's Frey. Maybe we just didn't see the camera angle where he got hit in the face, because he was definitely holding his face like he got hit.
He's still kind of grabbing it, you know. Maybe he's really selling it, but I don't know. Maybe he scratched his eye, something like that. Something that you can't really tell. Maybe he's mad they messed up his comb over. You never know.
You know, you got to say he's, you know, from Norway, really putting him on the map. There's Sam Grisel, double-double, 26 and 10. And, you know, as the rookie, you know, you got to don't get too exuberant about this, right? You got to just play like, I know it's just another game, no big deal. But you know, inside he must be really excited how things have started.
Oh, he's getting on his phone immediately, telling all his friends. I just had a double-double. I hit probably 10 threes by the end of this. But you got to be humbled because it is Manama. You're going to have a much tougher game.
And one game, you know, it can change quickly, can't it?
Very quickly.
Kirkwood, again, another three-pointer. So he hasn't had his best day shooting, but he's shown us. Now he's 2 for 10. In fact, that was his first three.
Great pass by Turidich there for the big man to be jumping and still making the pass.
Yeah, Turidich has shown some good stuff as well. 4 rebounds. Well, offensive foul, so turns it back over. It just goes from bad to worse for this Manama team. And, you know, when it goes this bad, you kind of just want to, you want it to end quickly, I guess.
Yeah. Please don't turn it over. Don't let the clock stop. Run some long offenses. Please, no timeouts.
I mean, we heard Coach Moores talking about how he wants 40 minutes of tough physical basketball, and we're kind of seeing it with that defense right now.
Yeah, to his credit, his team is still out there pressuring, turning up the defensive intensity. Here we are almost with the turnover.
I mean, you know, because you played, you always want to play hard, don't you? You don't want any type of lazy habits to creep into the game.
I think this is the time that's even more important to stick to being true to the game. Yeah. If you have a bad habit, as you just mentioned here, might creep into the next game. It's going to be on film. Your coach is going to watch this. He's going to see it. He's going to think you don't take it serious for all 40 minutes. You don't want to be known as that guy. So it's imperative that you do it for all 40 minutes.
Good job from Serdam, getting the deflection. Now the bounce pass, good work. Just haven't seen enough of that, getting Latavius to basketball.
He was on the bench there for quite a while in the third. Wonder what that was about. But I like the steal by Serdam, going for another one.
Yeah, at least he's still playing hard.
2 assists. Yep.
And another bucket for Rashid, and that's going to lead to a timeout for Rule Moores. Case in point, let's don't all of a sudden switch off because we're up by a big margin.
Turnovers are one thing. Turnovers that lead to layups, a whole different ball game.
You want to weed that out as quickly as possible.
As a coach, he's mad.
You gotta respect the opponent, but you also gotta respect yourself. You're getting sloppy. You're not. You play too relaxed. There's no level in the world where you can play basketball like this. Relax. Let's go back. Yes. Let's go back to it. Let's create some rhythm. Let's create some rhythm out of that. Okay? Don't relax, guys. Hey. Don't relax. Hey. Stay in the fucking game, because this motherfuckers get hurt. If y'all don't keep fucking playing serious, man. You don't got time to fucking somebody get another person to get hurt. Come on, man. Hey, compete on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Everybody got it?
So again, they will have tomorrow off. Well, they won't play tomorrow. They'll practice and get ready for their next game against the Golden Bulls. I don't know if the players will come and watch it in the arena. They'll certainly have coaches here. They might watch it, might listen to you and me even.
Hope so.
Or maybe they will be. What would you rather do? Would you rather come and watch them as a player?
No, I'd rather watch it from the hotel. Like, stay off my feet, maybe get some treatment during the game, get my Normatec boots.
There's Kirkwood again for 3, no?
Because they're going to have practice tomorrow, so to come back to the gym twice, not ideal. So yeah, I'd stay at the hotel.
Especially at that hotel. It's a nice hotel, isn't it?
If we could have breakfast all day, it'd be phenomenal.
Could be one of those tournaments where some of the players, because the food's so good at the hotel, they might go back a little heavy. Look at Frey knocking it down.
Great footwork right there by Frey, coming off the screen. Gets set left, right first. Beautiful 3.
Sticking with it, and Tuidic comes down with another board for him. And great basket. You know, you talk about having to fill somebody's shoes. Just think TJ Short's MVP of the league last year. Frey comes in, takes over the point guard role.
Great opportunity for him.
He's getting after it, isn't he? I mean, he's impressive. That was a nice job.
I really like Frey's game. He's handled the pressure. He's made some really nice shots, got in the lane a lot, split the defense. Here he's getting blocked by Sir Dom, but I really like how he's commanded the team.
He does have 4 turnovers, but I don't know how you would. 5 assists.
It's hard to judge that. I think the referees are kind of letting Manama get away with a little more right now, given the score. So maybe he would have 2 if it were a regular contest in that sense.
It does, yeah, his turnovers don't stand out, if you know what I mean. It's not like you're like, oh, this guy's a problem. They got to get him out of the game.
Yeah.
Here's Kirkwood, nice drive. Kirkwood just not quite finishing, and you just wonder if that's because it's kind of early in the season. Tuidic, good powerful move, but doesn't finish.
Sir Dom ISO.
I think Tuidic might end up with double digits in rebounds by the end of this game.
You got to make an impact somehow, and he's really doing that on the boards. I like his energy out there.
That's Singfelder crashing the boards. It's going to stay at this end. And again, Manama is going to have to come back out and play tomorrow against the Golden Bulls. They're going to have to forget this one. Just don't even think about it. Well, you're going to have to think about it because your coach is going to show you the tape. But
try to improve on the next game. If it ends up 50, keep it within the 20s of the next one would be a win in my book.
Ooh, that was a foul. Locking arms, Ali Rashid. It's an easy call for the ref.
Kirkwood, another big body out there. Not the tallest, but I'll tell you what, these Bonn guys hit the weight room because they are strong.
They are, yeah. I mean, between Kirkwood, Grisel, Flag, I mean, Fobbs, obviously very strong. Yeah, you got to respect this team. They're going to get after you. You know you're going to have been in a battle by the end of this when you play this team. Offensive foul. Moving screen. First time this FIBA Intercontinental Cup has ever been played in Singapore. I guess from a player's standpoint, if you come to a place like this, especially from Europe, okay, you've got the long trip, but it is kind of like one of those bucket list items. You're like, wow, we're going to Singapore. I mean, if you get drilled in all your games and it's not a good experience, then you're not going to be too happy. But I think it's good that it's you know, you see the Intercontinental Cup moving around the world.
I think it's fabulous that it's here in Singapore. You know, especially the guys from Bonn already loving it. Their hotel accommodations are phenomenal. This arena is great. It seems that the fans really like this. They're building their support for the game of basketball out here. But yeah, the more wins you get, the better time you're going to have. Absolutely.
But it's the first time it's ever been in Asia, so that's what's also exciting. So Manama just trying to make this scoreline look as good as possible. Try to get some execution here at the end. Play for some pride. Flag, meanwhile, coming down and missing. But Watson gets another rebound. I mean, they've just really been pummeled on the boards. Good Thibodeau defense reaching in, but then turns it over. I'm really interested as we look at the fast break. The right corner. I'm really interested to see how Ceci Franca comes out from Brazil, because the last non-European team to win it was from Brazil.
Yeah.
Flamengo back in 2022. And remember last year, the Brazilian team at the competition also did accept, I thought was a very good team.
I thought they had a chance to win it in February. I'm really curious to see how they come out in this tournament. They have a lot of talent.
Well, the team was Sao Paulo last year. And so they will definitely be a force, I would think. Won the Basketball Champions League Americas. And it'll be Al Ali taking on the G League Ignite in the second game tonight.
This is going to be a great game. Al Ali, they have great continuity with the guys. Most of them play for the national team. Couple imports that are really good.
You played with Tunisia's national team, and you played with Omar Abada.
Played with Omar Abada, played also with Norris Cole. Both very good guards. So,
where were you with as a teammate of Norris Cole?
Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Maccabi, okay.
He's athletic, super athletic. I'll give him that.
Two-time NBA champion with Miami.
Two-time NBA champion. So
not bad to have on your CV.
He's really gonna look to give it to the Ignite team. Show those young boys, hey, you haven't made it yet. I'm a champ. You guys are gonna know who I am after this game.
Will Morris sitting back. To be honest, he doesn't look as satisfied as you would think as a coach. And is that because he's like, darn it, this is such a convincing win. I'm gonna have to really look for some things to bring these guys back down to earth, and I don't know what to complain about. We've been so dominant. Pape scores down low. Chance for a three-point play.
Great shot fake by Pape, but to your point, no coach is ever satisfied no matter what. You know, they're up by nearly 50 right now, but he's probably thinking of what went wrong, what can I drill them on tomorrow.
I remember Morris when he was coaching Antwerp. Then he went to Bamberg. Certainly has had a good start to his post-playing career.
I could see him being the Belgian national team coach in the near future as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility, although Daria Georgia is really good in that role as well.
Yep.
Oh, what a play. Oh, Kirkwood's got the moves, doesn't he? He's, for whatever reason, the ball is not dropping for him today. I would not be surprised if he goes off in this tournament.
You're right, he has shown some great moves, great ball handling, use of the body, some control in the air. Just couldn't get that one to drop.
So we're going to see some of the young guys as well. Blunt finally gets into the game, and also Bulic. Grisel comes back, so he might have a chance to add to his tally.
See if we can get to 30.
And how about that throwdown from Turudic?
You love that by a point guard. Had an easy layup himself. Rather be unselfish, give it up to the big man for the easy dunk. That's beautiful basketball.
Yep, getting everybody involved. So the struggle for Manama here on opening day just doesn't get any easier. And look at that, Grisel indeed does add to his tally. He's got 28, and he's got another highlight on his big game.
Like I said, straight to the phone to tell all his friends back home.
Hey guys, you got to watch this. Check this out. I'm going to send you the link.
Yep.
Here he is again. You can't say no to a wide open lane and dunk. Do you find it's easier to dunk with two hands or harder? There's a jump shot, no good.
Harder.
Because you have to just get the fuller extension.
Yeah, I think it's just
both sides.
natural for the basketball player to kind of go up like he's going up for the layup, you know. Typically off of one leg, one hand, just more fluid. You've been doing it for so long.
I think it looks better with two, actually.
I love the
a little
two-hand.
more powerful.
I like the swing on the rim. You know, you kind of hang on the longer. Refs can't get mad at you as you're swinging. You're allowed to do it. Anytime an opposition is hanging on my rim, I'm upset.
You're not liking it. And we are going to see some more substitutions here. Manama bringing in some new players. Remember the old days when they really didn't like you hanging on the rim? That seems like the bygone days. Now, everybody hangs on the rim. So, Antonio Conde, the Spanish referee, telling Imran Ali he's got to take a bracelet off. Ashkanani.
I know the game's almost over, but you got to obey the rules.
Yep, you can't relax. So a minute remaining in this opening game of the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, and we suspected Manama would struggle against Bonn, and so it's turned out to be. It was just it really has been a case of them just going completely off the rails late in the first half and just not being able to find their way back into the game. Oh, well, to be blunt, that was a foul on the three-point shot. So 3 free throws coming for Rashid.
They've made 1 3 all game. As the young fella, you got to be seeing that on the bench. You can't contest it that hard. It's something that the coach is definitely going to let you know about in film. It's not a good chance that that's going to go in. Just contest, stay on the ground, put your hand up. Now he's at the free throw line for the opportunity of 3 when most likely he was going to miss.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't made any threes today. They had made 1, so at least I got a chance to get it to 50, and they do. So 103 to 50. Comes down low, Turidic. He's got 6 points, 7 rebounds. Probably not going to get to his double digits and boards, but it's been a good effort from him today. And Latavius getting it down low and running into Turidic, and that's going to be it, folks. I can't see. I think they're going to pick it up after they cross midcourt. And just dribble out the final seconds of this rout. So Telekom Baskets Bonn, the winners of the Basketball Champions League earlier this season, come out with a new team, but the same attitude, a winning attitude, and they rolled a victory over Al Manama. Final score, Telekom Baskets Bonn 105, Al Manama 50. Well, there is the Grisel dream debut in the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. And clearly, I would imagine when he takes the court in a couple of days, he's going to be getting a lot of attention from the Golden Bulls. But then again, they've got other players that can come out and make you pay if you lose sight of them as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of good showings by Bonn today. We mentioned it. We really liked Frey. Kirkwood was really good with the ball. Some really nifty moves. I mean, excellent shooting all around. So the pressure on defense against Bonn next game is going to be a lot more. They probably won't shoot as well.
But more importantly, I mean, you know, remembering what Coach Moore said as we look at the shooting stats, 19 of 45 from three-point range for Bonn, 3 of 21 for Manama. They're perfect at the line. Look at the rebounding. 30 more boards for Bonn. The physicality that Moore's wanted, I think we saw that today.
Yeah, they just put it on Al Manama. You know, their size, their strength. We mentioned all the guys are really stacked out there, looking strong. So many more offensive rebounds. You're just going to lead to that many more points.
Please welcome number 2 from Telekom Basketball, Sam.
Sam. So Grisel comes out and gets the, no surprise there, the MVP of the game. And he'll quickly be on to his friends once he gets into the locker room, sending messages. Here he is, some highlights. And that's how he started the game. I mean, he just like started. It was like, let's go. First three-pointer, knocks it down, gets out on the break, comes down, hits another 3.
2 from the same corner. A shooter's dream.
And here he is with the two-handed jam that we were talking about. So Grisel, let's listen in.
Player of the game with 28 points, including 16 first quarter points. When you started hitting those shots early in the game, at what point did you know it was going to be a good night for you?
I mean, I felt good in warm-ups and just throughout the days that we've been here, just getting some shots up, and then my teammates give me the utmost confidence. So them just knowing that they have that I trust in them, they trusted me, and just went out there and executed.
This is your first professional season, and you looked like everything but a rookie tonight. How comfortable are you with this Bonn team already?
That's all credit to my teammates. They've been amazing, very, very easy group to get along with. You know, we all want to win, and we're eager to do so. It's been, you know, a long preseason. We're ready to get it rolling and into games and stuff, and it's been really fun to just grow with them. And yeah, I'm really enjoying my time so far.
Speaking about winning, you got a solid first one. I know you guys came to win it all. How excited are you about your 2 remaining games and the competition in general?
Yeah, like I said, we're just really excited to get out and compete. You know, we've been in preseason for about a month and a half, and any chance we get, any opportunity we get, we're all, you know, every single one of us is ready to get out there and just compete as a team. It's a really tight-knit group, and looking forward to the rest of the games this tournament.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again.
Well, he said all the right things, but it's true, isn't it? You're practicing. You want to get out and play some games. So again, we'll look back at some of the highlights, and it's all one-way traffic for Telekom Baskets Bonn, especially in the second half.
He mentioned 6 weeks of preseason training camp already.
That's a long time, isn't it?
That's a long time, man. So yeah, you want to play against somebody else for sure.
So again, Grusel, the MVP performance today. No surprise that he was honored with the start that he had, and he will now be the center of attention from the opponent. The coach of the Golden Bulls is going to circle his name and says, "Don't leave this guy alone." But I think the good news for Bonn is they've got other guys that are going to hurt you if you lose sight of them.
Yeah, they looked very well-rounded today. And talking to Coach Moores before, he's looking for that main go-to guy. So I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of everybody throughout every game. So it's not just one superstar on the team or anything like that.
Fry also played hard today from start to finish, 11 points, 6 assists. Had a couple of steals, so really good effort from him. Savion Flagg, 11 points, 7 rebounds. Glenn Watson, 15 points, 5 assists. So the backcourt looks like right now it might be one of the strengths of this team, this Bonn team, with Watson and Frey. And you've got Grusel, who handles it well too.
Yep.
And Kirkwood.
Kirkwood showed some nice flashes out there, fancy moves. But yeah, Frey and Watson, really ran the show well. Watson with the 2 buzzer-beating threes. That's a great weapon to have if they're going to be closing the quarter with him. He can knock those down.
So one game is in the book coming up starting at 7 p.m. local time. It's going to be the NBA G League Ignite, the team that everybody is talking about here in Singapore, taking on Al Ali, the ball winners. And that, I can guarantee you, is going to be a much closer game than this opener that was just won decisively by Telekom Baskets Bonn. So one final time, rolling to victory, 105-50. Telekom Baskets Bonn win it over Al Manama, the opening game of the FIBA Intercontinental Cup 2023 here in Singapore.